everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to week 2 of the Christmas in July Hop, hosted here on YouTube by Left-Handed Crafter and Ruth's Inkwell. And make sure you check the description box below for all of the collaborators in this hop. I'm excited to see what everyone is sharing this week. So for week 2 we had a prompt where the color green is what we were supposed to use. So when I heard that, all I could think of was I wanted to pair the green with craft. So that is exactly what I've done this week. So let me share. Here are the papers that I have used. I had this paper pad from Hobby Lobby. It's from the Paper Studio. I've had this for a very long time. My favorite craft paper is by Stampin' Up! And the color is Crumb Cake. And then I have this Graphic 45, 12 Days of Christmas, this lovely green plaid. So these are the papers that I have used this week. Okay, first thing, I made another Christmas card. Again, I like to keep it simple, and I really wanted to have a homespun feeling for my cards. So from that craft cardstock I used, or the paper pad, I used this music note with the red here in the background. I've used this homespun red looking ribbon, and I've used these green ribbons on my tags that I'll share here in a moment. I used this Christmas tree die. This is Crafter's Companion Die Zyre. I got this at Tuesday morning last year. It cuts out very nice. I just have a little cuddle bug and no issue with that at all. So here's the Christmas tree. I've used some simple embellishment, just some of these bronze colored pearls and some snowflakes. And then I used this punch for my sentiment. I've had this is from Stampin' Up! I've had it for a very long time. So I stamped it out once in white, and I stamped it, or punched it out again in red, and then stamped my sentiment, and then just, you know, layered the red a little bit lower so it would peek out behind. So this is my card. The inside, I have finished it off, and I've got sitting around here the stamps that I used. So I used this Christmas tree stamp on the inside for a little bit of extra interest. The sentiment stamp I've had this for a very long time. I believe I got it on eBay. Christmas carols in the still night, gingerbread and spices and trees all alight, the laughter of children, a bright star above, Christmas is sharing, Christmas is love. So I love that. And then I used this little stamp on the back for my little Hallmark with a heart and some little holly. So later on I will just add my initials to it, and I will date it before I send it out. One thing to keep in mind, I live in a very humid area, so when I'm adding my embellishments, I am adding a little bit of extra adhesive because it is July. We've got, you know, half a year to go to get to December, and then if you're going to mail things, also these embellishments pop up a little bit, so maybe if you want to keep it flatter, maybe you want to use an enamel dot and not something that pops up like that. So food for thought, since we're making cards here in July and we've got quite a ways to go. So that is my Christmas card share, and I have trimmed these out as well, so I will make 4 other cards. So this week I will have made 5, so I'll do that when I get a little bit more time. And then additionally, I made 8 tags this week, so they are very similar. I used that pad with the craft and the green. So I used this Christmas tree punch, and that actually is an older punch, but think about what you have and what you can use on hand. So I layered, this is 3 by 4 is the dimensions. I layered this tag with green paper. I layered this tag with the craft. I did use the Distress tea dye ink and gave a little bit of sponging also around the Christmas tree to make it stand out a little bit more. There's the ribbons. I have used some Heidi Swap hole reinforcers in gold. If you don't have something like that and you want to make your own little, you know, something to add up here, make your own hole reinforcer, you can use like a 1/2 inch circle punch and then just, you know, go back and make the hole in the center with a regular hole punch. And then on the back I have stamped To and From and Mary Mary. So I made for each of these. If you didn't want to use the distress ink and just leave it plain, that is the option as well. I just left one blank on both so you can see the difference. So just a different look. If you don't want that distressing, you know, there you go. So that is my project that I'm sharing this week. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And until next time, remember, Christmas is sharing, Christmas is love, and look forward to seeing you guys next week for week 3. Take care.